Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing today? Hey, what's going on, guys? A little too much forehead exposure. My bad. Didn't mean to blind you there. Okay. Bitcoin, $90,214.39. What do you know? It's the same price that it was yesterday. And I did keep our lines on here. Our little range so far has been pretty, pretty prophetic, if I say so myself. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Have the lines consolidated at all? Interesting. Get a little zoom action. We've got 90,931. Looks like they got a little bit wider. Or no, they did consolidate. 90,931. Interesting. Okay. And the top of that one, I'm going to go 91,309. And then the bottom line, we've got 89,546. And, whoops, the bottom of that one, we've got 89,105. Sweet. Okay, so the range continues. What's going on, Giovanni? What's going on, Saeed? Happy Saturday, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Bitcoin dominance, 59.22. Hopefully, like I said yesterday and the day before, hopefully this rejection results in a break below 59 and a continuation of the downside. That would potentially help altcoins. For now, it's just a waiting game. Let's see what happens. We got a bearish cross over the moving average, red dot of the momentum wave. Short-term signs point to down, but anything can happen. Dixie said, hi, happy Saturday. What's going on, Dixie? Happy Saturday. Bitcoin down 0.09%. We do have the daily close contest coming up in 35 minutes, so make sure you guys stick around for that. 25 minutes for guessing, 35 minutes for the deadline for the actual close. Yeah, it's weird to watch how flat the price action is. I know I kind of talked about weekend usually being flat because of the weird ranges that the market maker puts us in, but I don't know if it's ever been this bad. Usually there's at least some volatility like within the range. This is like straight flat, which is kind of freaking me out. I don't know if retail is completely like void from the space, but it certainly feels that way. ETH is up 0.88% on the day, currently trading at 31.11. We are kind of doing the same thing as Bitcoin here, very sideways, choppy. ETH looks like it has a little bit of strength. Bitcoin's kind of just fulfilling a flat line, really. Crypto Spaces said, number don't go up. On Saturdays, number usually no go up. We don't like number no go up. We like number go up. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. Oh, that feels delicious. Okay. So yeah, ETH up 0.89. It's trying. It is trying. We do have positive money flow, consistent positive money flow since last Sunday, so that's great. Retail is completely void from the space. I 100% agree. Yeah, that's definitely my feeling. My nose is a little janky, so I'm gonna apologize in advance for all the sniffling and potentially sneezing. There was a lot of dust today. A lot of dust. I did like a deep clean of a chunk of the apartment, and it was very dusty. It was very, very dusty. So most of it went in my lungs. I'm also thoroughly hungry. Solana, same situation as ETH. Very sideways, very choppy. I hope that, I don't know, see, I'm expecting the same thing that we've gotten every single weekend, especially for Bitcoin. We get the choppy nonsense and then a violent move in one direction or the other. I don't know why that's occurring. I'm still of the mindset that December 1st end of quantitative tightening has kind of allowed liquidity to re-enter the space, and the market's still unsure how to process that liquidity. You know, people are buying and people are selling. You can see the uptick in volume right here versus this. You know, we get a nice spike during dumps, but it's been pretty, pretty flat. Like it's gradually increasing. It's very, very slowly increasing over time. It's definitely interesting to watch. I'm excited to see what 2026 brings. I don't know what the remainder of 2025 is going to do. Crypto Spaces said get better. I don't think I'm sick. I think my nose is just effed up right now. But I appreciate it. My Hero anime ended. I feel old watching from the start. That is trippy. My fiance, I just asked her the other day because there was a thing. It was like, "What was your first anime on X?" And I asked her. I think hers was a Ghibli movie. Excuse me. I think it was Kiki's Delivery Service or something. Before that, though, if you're not counting Ghibli, she said Sailor Moon. Mine was Fooly Cooly, actually, and I thoroughly enjoyed that show. As short as it was, really, really weird series. But I like fell in love with it. The art and everything. It was an odd show for sure. Bitcoin, we talked about. ETH, Sol. The charts look almost identical. With Solana, the important level to hold, obviously with ETH, we're looking to hold 3K for sure. And we're staying well above that, so we're in a safe spot right now. Solana, we want to stay above probably 130. If we break below that, it's going to get a little bit spicy. But we've done it before, and we've rebounded very nicely, so. We got 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest. Yeah, dude, I lived for Fooly Cooly. I remember this was like before everyone had internet. I went over to my buddy's and his grandparents had internet, and I was like, oh shoot. And I like found some shady website to stream Fooly Cooly from. It was pretty sick. I was like, check this out. Nobody else cared. I just sat there and watched it by myself. It was pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, Solana, we wanted to stay above 130. Alts have been kind of trying to like gain some traction, which leads me to believe that no one, as far as retail goes, is either no one's in Bitcoin in retail, or there's not enough liquidity from retail to make Bitcoin do anything. But alts, on the other hand, are so significantly lower as far as market cap goes that retail can still at least move the price a little bit. That's kind of what it feels like. Total 3 is up 0.61% on the day, currently trading at 864.57. I like that we're still playing around and holding well above this 857 level. We have the peen of dump, but is this perhaps a peen of pump? Perhaps. Giovanni said, I love MHA. Watched as a kid, relatable with raging hormones, and the music was amazing. Oh, yeah. Giovanni said, I love MHA. I have not watched My Hero Academia. I have not. Crypto Spaces said, it ended now, Giovanni. Nobody wants to buy Bitcoin here. For sure. Institutions are loading up like hard, which shows you, the difference between big money and little money. Big money is willing to sacrifice the big gains for safety. ADA is currently up 0.22% on the day, trading at 41. As long as we stay above 40, I'll be happy. It does kind of look like it's not that strong, if I'm being completely honest. This does look like a head and shoulder. Also, maybe, again though, a peen of pumpiness. Time will tell. Volume, not too bad. It is specific to KuCoin though. Dancing around the moving average on the RSI, red dot on the momentum wave, unconfirmed green dot on market cipher. It's kind of a mess right now. If we do continue the downside, I would expect a legacy bounce off of like the 36, 37 level. Giovanni said, I know. I watched it every week till the end. That's such a melancholy feeling, finishing a show that you're like in love with. You can always tell a show is good when the show ends or it gets canceled or whatever happens. You feel like you lost like a immediate family member. It's like over, and you just sit there for like a minute while the credits roll, and you're like, what do I do? You just sit there staring at the TV, realizing that it's over now. You're like, oh no. That was my show. It messes you up, man. It messes you up. Crypto Space said bear market, My Hero ending 2025 was cruel. Right? Dude, I was digging through all this junk, cleaning out this section of the apartment. There's stuff from like 2019. And I was like, dang. That was the year, man. That was the pivotal year that like effed everything up. With the money printer and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy to think about. I saw like plans for there was like some goofy stuff written in notebooks. I'm like, why is this written down? Legit, no joke. There was something like create Exodus wallet, buy Litecoin via Coinbase or somewhere else. put in Exodus wallet, do nothing for a couple years, sell Litecoin for profit, rinse, repeat. Like, no joke, I wrote that down in a notebook in 2019 for some reason. Why? I have no idea. I don't know why I needed to write that down like I was going to forget or something. It was so odd. I was like, who wrote this? And why? Snack is down 0.79% on the day, currently trading at 10,985. It's getting a little spicy down here. Again, I'm a diehard. I'm not really going anywhere. Not planning on going anywhere. If it don't work out, then it don't work out. But I'm willing to take my chances. Crypto Spaces said that's good. You write down your plans. I hear it makes it reality. I own 0 Litecoin. So I guess if you apply that to broader crypto market, then sure. But yeah, definitely got out of Litecoin. I did make profits. Kanye said it in a song. I think that that's true, though. I do. I like to write stuff down. I don't know why. I don't pay my bills unless I have it written down and I check mark them off for the month. It's weird. I've always done that. Very analog. So yeah, SNEC definitely needs a little boost here. I would love to get back above 15. I think that would be a big deal. XRP is currently up 0.63% on the day, trading at $2.02. We're holding above $2, which is really important. I think we need to stay. Philly said, JJ, do you have a cold? No, my sinuses are really effed up because I was in like a cloud of dust all day today. Does it sound bad? Hold on. Okay. I don't think that made a difference. But yeah, I got a ridiculous quantity of dust in my nose. And it was like, it was stinky. It's kind of in my eyes too. I should have taken a sinus pill. Yeah, XRP, stay above $2. We'll be happy. We're just kind of watching and waiting. Very choppy sideways. RSI potentially bouncing off the moving average, which is cool. Red dot and momentum wave pointing to the downside. Negative money flow. Lunk down 4.51%. This might be a lucrative short. It is still not oversold. Not financial advice, though. It might bounce from here. They do maybe trade with a vengeance. Sounds like when SpongeBob had the suds. Oh, God, that's the worst episode, dude. SpongeBob did an excellent job, like, visibly portraying ailments. Also, I love that stuff is, like, frequently compared to when they would do, like, an up-close, way too detailed, just single frame of a person's face, and it just looked really creepy and gross. Gourmet Brand said, what up, guys? What's going on, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn? Appreciate you for stopping by. Philly said, dust? Jesus, bro. That's how people die. It was literally just dust. It wasn't like... It was just dust. Like, I wasn't playing around in, what's it called? Insulation or anything like that. H-bar is down 0.9%. Currently trading at 12,282. Not a whole lot going on here. We broke below 12,481. Yeah, there's nothing to the downside besides 10 cents. And that's a pretty far drop. But we'll see where it goes. It's breaking any kind of semblance of support that we had. It is almost oversold though, so, don't fade it. That goes back to that mentality thing. We gotta not look at things the way that they look. This looks bad. That does not mean that it is bad to buy. That just means that the price is down and you're supposed to buy. When it looks bad, you are supposed to buy if you believe in the asset. Crypto Spaces said, is any of the chat making money in crypto? I have not made money in crypto for at least like 3 or 4 months, probably longer. Feel like I've been messing up all year. I think everyone feels that way. I think that everything's just effed up right now. Giovanni said, Valley Fever. Yeah, baby. Don't say that. I'm going to kick your guys' ass if I get sick. Cheers. We're putting up the Christmas tree today. I'm excited. Yes, it is December 13th and we don't have our Christmas tree up. Don't judge me. I'm pissed. I'm so upset about it. SWE, believe it or not, is up 2.77%. Currently trading at 160. Can't make it above 162. Volume's dropping a little bit. RSI is kind of dancing around the moving average. This, I don't know if I pointed it out on anything else, but it still looks like it's in that consolidation phase. Look how the RSI is like smack dab in the middle. It has not really crossed bullish or bearish. It's just been dancing around the center. That is textbook consolidation. It's either going to blast up or down. But when it does, that leads me to think it's going to be a pretty crazy move, which has me mildly hopeful. Ondo's up 1%. Crypto Spaces, I have a really good read for you for the news segment. I'm really excited to read this to you guys because it really, really spoke to me. It was really cool. Giovanni said I'm a load up on sweet. That's up to you, man. Oh, jeez. My right nostril is after right now. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay. Giovanni said, Ondo has hoed me all year, so I'm done buying, just holding. Honestly, that's the best thing to do. And if you feel really bad, what I've done in the past when I feel really, really bad about my bags, I'll take like $50 out. And I'll just like, buy dinner or something. And then I feel good. I feel good for like a month after that. I don't feel bad because I got something tangible out of it. Even if I continue my DCA every single week, that psychological action of taking like $50 off the market, you feel better about it. It makes you feel so much better. I've like completely effed up my eyeball by trying to itch it, and I'm kind of scared. I got 10 minutes until the daily close contest. I got to hold out until then. But yeah, Ondo getting a little bounce off that lower trend line. That's good. We want to see that continue to hold. Arrow is down 0.79% on the day, currently trading at 60.50. Can it hold this 60 level? I gotta itch my eye. Oh! Okay. We're good for now. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's delicious. All right, Aerodrome. Yeah, 60-cent level is going to be important for me. I don't like that we get a bounce and then it kind of peters out and then you get this nice, like, bullish rejection. And then it just kind of fills that whole recovery and continues to the downside. It's so underwhelming. RSI, not quite oversold. You got green dots on the momentum wave. Bullish cross failed. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go up or down. I really don't. It's hard to tell. Stellar. Stellar's dancing on the lower trend line. Currently trading at 23.80. Can it get back above 24? RSI struggling to get above the moving average. You got a red dot on the momentum wave, point at the downside. Stellar's one of the few that has this monster wick, and it kind of freaks me out. I don't know. I would like to see it continue to hold this at the very least. If it doesn't, then it's probably going down to 20 cents. Crypto Spaces said, I feel L1s are cooked, just no users. Yeah, you're not wrong. They definitely, a lot of them have treasuries. They just got to hold on until, until a proper catalyst comes along. I think what really gets crazy is when these projects come out and they're like, well, for some reason we invested all of our treasury funds into crypto and the market tanked, so we have no money anymore. Bye. That's crazy to me. I think it's insane. Stellar, we talked about Polkadot. I'm not really going to talk about Polkadot. It's up 1.39%, which is awesome, but it is lingering at the bottom of this area of interest. I would prefer it stayed above this line, but it didn't. So here we are. $2.04. Can it hold $2? I guess that's your support line right now. This bounced off of 2. This bounced off of 2. And you continue to bounce off of 2. You did get a bullish cross over the moving average in the RSI on Friday. Green dot of the momentum wave, point to the upside. Negative money flow, but positive price action is possible. Altcoins down 3.35% or 3.33%. It is trying to have some kind of a trend. I would love for that to stay above 36.26, but I don't think it's going to. If it does break below this yellow line, then we're looking at 32.76 possibly. Volume could be a little bit better. RSI did get a bearish cross, and you do have a red dot on the momentum wave, negative money flow. So downside potential is definitely the preferred treatment on the current chart. CAS is up 1.07% on the day, currently trading at 46.77. Not a whole lot going on here. We got a bearish break of our cutesy little flag scenario. Is that going to end up And is it going to end up being a fake out? That'd be kind of cool. We got rejection, support, reject, support, reject, break, perhaps break, break, continuation of the upside. We've seen that before. I've pointed it out a billion times, probably. How when there's any kind of wedge or triangle, the first breakout is always a fake out. So that would be cool. You do have a green dot of the momentum wave pointing to the upside after being incredibly oversold. And your RSI did not reach oversold, but you did get a bullish cross over the moving average. So money flow is negative, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, this kind of looks good. You got overbought, not quite oversold, but it does look like it's trying to reverse, which is awesome. And back here, you were oversold way the heck down here. You're almost oversold, but you're way the heck up here. So that's a typical trend reversal versus this downtrend. This would be an ideal uptrend. And that would be much better than the current state of this situation, this longer term downtrend. So maybe there's a paradigm shift occurring on gas. That'd be cool. Pith, which we just added, up 2.19% of the day, currently trading at 6.5 cents. There is bullish divergence. Maybe not that far. You got bullish div right here. RSI is higher, the price is lower. That does signal a temporary reversal, but over time, it does kind of show you that the price is going to continue trading down while the RSI continues to trade up. So, the potential short-term trade is there. You would need a reversal invalidation to make that longer-term scenario invalid. Cheers again. The tea is helping, so I'm going to continue to kind of inhale it. I can almost breathe again. Okay. Avalanche. Avalanche is up 2.06% on the day, currently trading at 1337. A little bounce off the lower trend line. This lower trend line is a legacy trend line. It goes way back, way back. I'm going to show you guys, even though I show you every single day, you're probably sick of seeing it. This thing goes back to 2020, so 5-year trend line right here. You got 1, 2. This is the third point of confluence. If you want to get really picky, you got 1 here, 2, 3, I think 4, 5, and you're establishing a 6th right now. But we'll go just off 3, being fair. It looks great. As long as we continue to hold this, I'll be really, really happy. I think Avalanche has a ton of potential. And I think holding this trend is hopefully its bottom. I do. Chainlink is up 0.81% on the day, currently trading at 1374. Chainlink has been ranging hard. Not as hard as Bitcoin. Like, it did have this lower chance, or not chance, just this lower section right here, below 1339. We've gotten above 1339 now. We're establishing our scaffolding, I feel. Hopefully, the next move is going to be a nice move above 1524, and then we establish another one. We can continue to stair step up like that. I like it. Look at the consolidation. Price consolidation, obvious, but the momentum wave and RSI consolidation. That, to me, shows that there's a violent move coming very soon. It might not happen. We might literally just be flatlining. But I like to think that we're going to have a violent move soon. I'm going to skip these. Silver down 2.64% on the day, currently trading at 61.92. Are we going to get back above 62, or are we doomed to retrace for a relatively extended period of time? We got a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher. We talked about that yesterday. Every time the silver price gets a little too hot, we get that confirmed red dot, pullback happens, and then price continues to the upside. Gold. Oopsie. Gold also looks really good. I did move a trend line over here. Not really necessarily a trend line. This is more of a breakout target line. But I like to use them as trend lines because a lot of times they actually play out that way. Blockchain Brew said, "What up, JJ? What's going on, Blockchain Brew? Happy Saturday, my friends. Cheers." The most hydrated community in cryptocurrency in the chat as we speak. Let's go, boys. All right. Gold, $42.99. Looking good. Oh, I can almost breathe again. It's so close. It feels good. We got a nice wick indicative of some buying pressure, even though we had this big fat red candle. People scooped that bad boy up. I wouldn't be surprised to see this continue to the upside, honestly. I feel like gold makes big moves, so a continuation would not surprise me. DXY, a little sideways, choppy, boring. Hopefully we get a little dumpy. Strategy down 3.74, same as it was yesterday, looking bad. Hopefully they can get a rebound here soon. NASDAQ, S&P, same as yesterday. Big fat pullback. The fractals are proving their worth. Guys, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. 1 minute time frame. Let me zoom in here. Bitcoin, $90,245.61. Daily close contest. If you guys are unfamiliar with the rules, let me know in the chat. I will go over them. Bottom line, you want to try to guess what you think the price is going to be for Bitcoin on the daily close of the Binance USDT chart. Chance for you to win up to $300. Completely free to play. It's a ton of fun. Let's see. December wins count as 2 because I've missed so many days thanks to daylight savings and the market being poo-poo. I have to like really put in hours at work. 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen, current rankings. Drimmer was the first December winner. He had 2 wins, technically, because of the new rule. December being 2 points per victory. We've got Giovanni Fontes coming in with 90K even. We've got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. I told my daughter, I was like, I'm kind of scared to stream. She's like, why? I was like, because if somebody wins, I'm going to have to pay them $300. And the market is making it really easy right now to guess the price because it's so flat. 90, 151, 51. There you go. But 1 minute makes me feel a little bit better. We are getting a little bit of 1 minute volatility, which is lovely. So thank you, 1 minute Bitcoin time frame. Guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Like I said, chance for you to win up to $300. Completely free for you guys to participate. All you got to do is be subscribed and type your guess in the chat. If you do type your guess in the chat and you do not see me enter it, I do not see it. Sometimes YouTube filters stuff out. Either don't put a decimal or put numbers, put letters in between your numbers, kind of like Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. YouTube, I don't know if it thinks it's a hyperlink, phone number. I have no idea. Sometimes it blocks people from sending it, and it's very random too. We have people that have no problem submitting guesses. We have other people that like have to jump through so many hoops to get their guess to show up. Bitcoin, $90,250.97. We've got 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining on the clock. What did you guys do this weekend? Yesterday I was at a potluck and it was lovely. It was very fun. I did like adult human with friends thing. Kind of tripped me out. We got the Pooh Gund. Great name. Price will be above 90,174. It is closest without going over. So do you want your guess to be 90,174? Because I can do that. Are you guessing for the daily close contest? It is Price is Right rules. I did not specify that. Closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 5 digits, you win $20. If you nail all 7, which just includes the change, then you win $300. You guys got 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin, $90,244.06. Oh yeah. But yeah, potluck, super fun. We did karaoke. We played heads up, like gestures. That was really fun. What else is that called? No, it's not called gestures. It's called charades. Gestures is like a knockoff of charades. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I drank some alcohol. I did a shot of apple pie. And I'm proud to say I definitely got drunk off that one shot because I don't drink. It was pretty funny. And I'm proud to also say, I did not get heartburn from that. Because I had taken medication earlier to prevent myself from getting heartburn. I also ate one of everything, which was a mistake because I had so much gas afterwards. Cheers again, guys. Happy Saturday. Saeed Quadri. The Pooh Gun, you gotta answer me on that guess. Okay, 92.15. Gotcha. 92.15. Okay. And then we got Saeed with 901 60. Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 51 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $300 completely free to play. Ton of fun. We do this, or we try to do this, every single day. The ranking at the bottom of the screen that you see right here, that is everyone's winnings compiled for the year. So far, Mr. Tyler is going to be the winner, unless somebody can dethrone him, and with you receiving 2 points per win, that is entirely possible for a lot of you guys. So, I'm kind of excited to see what happens. But whoever's on the Iron Throne at the end of the year is going to win a prize as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Thank you for participating, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get these bad boys on the board. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. It's a little... Yeah, there we go. Bitcoin getting a little pumpy here. 90,267. Ooh. We've got 90,215 from DAPOOGUNDE. Now, to reiterate the rules, because sometimes people get confused, it is closest without going over. So if you get the closest without going over, but you do not nail it, you just win bragging rights. You do not win any money. Saeed is 9160. If you nail the first 5 digits, then you win 20 bucks. If you nail all 8, then, if you nail all 7, it's not 8 anymore, unfortunately, Bitcoin dumped below 100K, then you win $300. 90, 151, 51. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn. That 151 reminds me of Pokemon. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn, and last but not least, we've got Mr. Giovanni Fontes. I forgot what we decided he does this year for his new employment. 90K even. Alright guys, Bitcoin currently trading at $90,272.32. We got 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining on the clock. Very, very interesting. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Green or red? I'm really excited for the news segment. We got so many good things to go over today. Maybe not like news-wise, but just like great posts. I don't know what they've been like tweaking the algorithm on X so frequently, and I feel like every other tweak is amazing for like different reasons entirely. It's cool to see. It's cool to actually see stuff that I want to see. Bitcoin flatlining at $90,272.32. We've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining on the clock. 92.72.32. Is anything else moving? SWI is up 3%. Interesting. Pith is up 2. Avalanche is up 2. Pengu is up 3.95. That came out of nowhere. Let's see. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Completely flatlining at this 92.72.33 area. If somebody had guessed that, I would be freaking out right now. What are we thinking, guys? Are we going to close with a red candle or a green candle on the 1 minute time frame? Is the last minute of the Saturday 1 minute time frame scenario gonna close red or green? Look at that, we got a little spike up. That's interesting. Cheers again, guys. Currently, Depugund in the lead. Giovanni said, "Cause Pengu advertising on the Las Vegas Dome." Nice. That is actually sick, dude. And that 3.8. That's awesome. Yeah, dude. I think Pengu is a force to be reckoned with. I think it's silly to fade them. They're like the first blockchain conglomerate. Really. They have like built a whole brand. Oh, we're getting a little dumpy here. Interesting. $90,258.75. We got 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. And it's wicking back up. What's it going to be? Interesting. Depugun said green. All right, I like it. Anybody else? Any suggestions? Any guesses? I'm thinking green as well. Oh, a little dumpy again. $90,259.11. Oak Tree said, "Tunk up sipping JJ juice." What's going on, Oak Tree? Smash the like button, my friend. Happy Saturday. 90,266.33. 44 seconds remaining. Guys, this is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. What's it gonna be? Very interesting time on this 1 minute chart. 32 seconds remaining. And it's turning red. 90,257.30. Did Depugund reverse psychology? And is the first time that they're participating in the daily close contest going to be our first $300 win? 12 seconds remaining. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Depugund, on your victory. Bitcoin daily close price $90,240.01. 9240.01. 9240.01. Congratulations, Depugund, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Where am I? Okay. With a guess of 9215. Congratulations, my friend. I'm telling you guys, every time somebody new shows up and participates for the first time, they win. Every single time without fail. That's kind of cool. Alright, Depugund, a new entry on the chart. Congratulations. Yay! Very cool. Crypto Spaces said, "Sell everything when Pengu is on that sphere." Alright, guys. Very cool, Depugund. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. Today's December 13th. Jeez. Depugund, let me know. Are you Canadian? We got a little Canadian thing going on. The Canadians have won, I think, the most if you combine them versus the non-Canadians. Depugund won bragging rights. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. All right. Can I get a drum roll, please? It's been quite a while since we've had a proper winner for the daily close contest, so this is very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of $90,215 even, and an actual Bitcoin daily close of $90,240.01 on December 13th, 2025. Depugund's prize is Jam Long John. Congratulations, Depugund, on your victory. Feel free to lick the jam out and maybe split the bun, whatever you want to call it, the donut, the Long John up, divvy it up amongst your friends, your peers, your fellow competitors, your family. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Irish. Very cool. Congratulations. Luck of the Irish. That explains it. All right. I'm out of breath. I feel like I shouldn't be. It's that dust thing. I got the dust bunny disease, whatever you guys call it. Giovanni said, "I've been watching the channel for over a year now." So crazy. Isn't that trippy? I've been streaming every single day for over a year now, too. I have not missed a single day. I have not missed one day. That's nuts. All right, news segment. I'm excited. It's very, very long, so bear with me. I'm actually going to open it in a new post because it's so long. Here we go. Brilliant, brilliant post. Sat next to a guy on a flight who smelled like old money. Rolex, tailored suit, reading a physical newspaper like it was 1987. Figured he was some finance executive or inherited wealth. We got talking. I mentioned I sell stuff online. He put down his newspaper. What kind of stuff? Digital products, courses, ebooks, that kind of thing. He smiled weird. I made $4 million last year selling a PDF about aquariums. I thought he was messing with me. He wasn't. This guy is 61 years old, spent 30 years as an accountant, hated every second of it, retired at 55 with decent savings, but nothing crazy. His hobby was aquariums. Had been keeping fish since he was 12. My wife told me to start a blog so I'd stop boring her with fish facts. So he did. Wrote about aquarium stuff 3 times a week, water chemistry, tank setups, fish compatibility. For 2 years, nobody read it. I had maybe 50 visitors a month, all probably bots. But he kept going because he had nothing else to do. Year 3, one article ranked on Google. Then another, then another. Suddenly he was getting 100K visitors a month. All people searching for aquarium help. I realized these people would probably pay for a complete guide, so I wrote one. 147 pages, everything about setting up and maintaining an aquarium. Priced at $47. First month, $6,000. First year, $340,000. Last year, $4.2 million from a PDF about fish tanks. I asked about his marketing strategy. I don't have one. Google sends people to my blog mentions the guide, people buy it, I go play golf. No email sequence. I have a newsletter. I send fish tips once a week. Sometimes I mention the guide at the bottom, that's it. No upsells. I made a second guide about saltwater tanks specifically, $67. People who bought the first one usually bought the second. That's my whole business. No team. My wife helps with customer service. We get maybe 10 emails a day. Most are just people showing us their tanks. This 61-year-old retiree built a bigger business than most entrepreneurs I know. No ads, no funnel hacks, no growth strategies, no personal brand, just mass expertise in one weird niche and patience to let it compound. Before we landed, he gave me advice I didn't ask for. This is the like cream of the crop right here. Everyone your age wants to get rich fast. That's why most of you stay broke. I wrote about fish for 2 years before making $1. Now I make more than I did in 30 years of accounting. Speed is overrated. Patience pays. The plane landed, he grabbed his newspaper and walked off, probably went home to feed his fish. What a freaking legend. That quote is awesome. This whole thing is crazy. The making money online thing, this right here, no ads, funnel hacks, growth strategies, personal brand, all of these things are businesses themselves. Selling you ads, selling you funnel hacks, selling you growth strategies, selling you personal brand. Buy my wealth guru bullshit. It's all fake. It really is. People can use that to build something. That's totally fine. But majority of people are just essentially employing some dude who wrote this thing 5-10 years ago and is never going to do anything with it. I don't know. I thought this was great. You got to be patient, build wealth. You're not going to get rich overnight. Who posted that? This is from Eco Michiga at ECOMCHIGGA. They posted it December 12th, so yesterday. Brilliant post. Love this post. Next. Next, we got SEC publishes crypto asset custody basics for retail investors. I thought that was kind of interesting. This one blew my mind. Had no idea this was even close to happening. OKX, I'm not going to read the whole thing. OKX accuses Mantra Chain, Ohm, we talked about Ohm, how they dropped 90% in one candle, of misleading Ohm holders, seizes accounts, and triggers legal fights over Ohm migration and custody. Okay, I'm going to read the whole thing. Sorry. OKX alleges Mantra spreading a misleading narrative about Ohm and that multiple connected accounts used large quantities of Ohm as collateral to borrow USDT, artificially inflating Ohm's price before it collapsed. This is what I talked about. OKX says the risk team flagged the activity, requested corrections, and after account holders refused, took control of the related accounts, only a small portion of Ohm was liquidated and losses were absorbed by OKX's security fund. Third-party analysis cited by OKX indicates the sharp price drop was largely driven by perpetual trading outside OKX. Mantra CEO JP Mullen urged Ohm holders to withdraw tokens from OKX, disputed OKX's proposed migration timeline, stating ERC20 Ohm cannot be migrated before depreciation on January 15, 2026, and confirmed a protocol-level redenomination 1 to 4 requiring no user action. OKX sent a December 10th letter rebutting Mullen's public comments, has submitted evidence to regulators, and multiple legal proceedings are now underway, leaving migration details and exchange custody of Ohm unclear for holders. Damn, that's crazy. So OKX is basically like, you effed up and you did all this crazy shit. And they're like, well, that doesn't matter. We need to hurry up and do this thing. And OKX is like, we don't care. you're going to jail. Teacher said, yeah, I'm late because you were late yesterday. So I did not expect the stream, lol. How are you? How's everyone? What's going on, Tishu? Cheers. Happy Saturday, my friend. Did you get the fish post? You gotta read the fish post. Or go back and listen to me read it. It's such a good post. Next we got CZ posting in 2020. Waiting for the new headline. Bitcoin crashes from 101K to 85K. Save the tweet. And then he posted a new one on February 25th. Waiting for the new headline, Bitcoin crashes from 1,001,000 to 985K. Save the tweet. Like clockwork, the guy kind of seems to know what he's talking about. Just saying. This is going to lead us to building a energy portfolio, probably during a 12-hour live stream, in the stock market specifically. The U.S. power crisis unfolding, or is a U.S. power crisis unfolding. Power demand is expected to exceed available electric generation at peak moments by 2028. Peak demand is projected to reach 1160 gigawatts, above the 1158 gigawatts of anticipated supply. By 2033, the power capacity shortfall could widen as much as 175 gigawatts, a level that materially threatens grid stability. This would stem from peak demand rising to 1,229 gigawatts, while anticipated peak supply declines to 1,128 gigawatts. The U.S. is facing a surge in electricity use from AI data centers, factories, and EVs that is expected to overwhelm generation capacity and drain emergency reserves, sharply increasing the risk of outages and blackouts. We need more power. That's pretty crazy. Crypto Spaces said, will easy mode ever come back with millions of new coins? I don't know if the quantity of the coins matters. People don't really pay attention to anything. Well, there's a certain chunk of retail that for some reason only plays in meme coins, but I don't think those people, I think those people are beyond saving. Most of them are probably left to the gambling apps anyways. Investors are flooding into U.S. equity ETFs at an unprecedented pace. Equity ETFs inflows have now exceeded $300 billion over the last 3 months, the second largest 3-month inflow on record. Since October 12th, equity ETFs have attracted a record $5.5 billion in inflows per day. That is a total of $220 billion in net inflows added since October 12th. By comparison, the daily average was $3.4 billion from October 2024 to October 2025. Demand for equities is extremely strong. We've got odds of Kevin Warsh becoming the next Fed chair surge to 37% as President Trump says he's leaning towards Warsh or Hassett per Polymarket. This comes just hours after President Trump said he wants rates to be 1% or lower. The new era of Fed policy is near. That's exciting. Pump fund volume has dropped 4 months in a row. Here's your answer, Crypto Spaces. Most of those tokens are getting created on Pump Fund, and people aren't using it. They're still making a crap ton of money, but their metrics are dropping tremendously. So, just saying. Public and private firms boosted their stack from 197,000 Bitcoin to 1.08 million Bitcoin since January 2023. That is pretty crazy. Pretty huge spike. USDT is 60% or 60.5% of the stablecoin supply. That's probably going to continue to increase. Citadel is trying to regulate DeFi like TradFi to protect its own moat. The crypto community is up in arms. Guys, don't forget, Citadel is who removed the buy button on GameStop stock on Robinhood because they had a bunch of shorts open. I don't know why they're not, or I don't know how they're allowed to continue operation, but I don't know. Hopefully they lose all their money because F those guys. Next we got 1 month ago, Bitcoin broke below 100K for the first time in months, so we have officially been trading for 1 month under $100,000. Strategy will stay in the NASDAQ 100 despite growing scrutiny. Adoption. Brazil's largest private bank recommends a 1 to 3% Bitcoin allocation to boost diversification. Let's frickin' go. Diversification is important. BitMine now holds 3.2% of current ETH supply worth $12 billion. That's crazy. Huge. The Bitcoin ETF saw a net inflow of 286.6 million. ETH is outperforming Bitcoin in December. BlackRock's ETH ETF saw 138.7 million in net inflows this week. Only 10% of the top 100 tokens are green over the past 90 days. That's crazy. Solana stablecoin supply hit a new all-time high of 16.44 billion. There's a reason for that. And all those Solana buys yesterday, I think something's going to happen with Solana soon. Crypto spot volumes are down 66%. Bitfinex says it's a lull that often comes before the next move. Hopefully that next move is up. Sailor says, I think Bitcoin is going to go up 30% a year for the next 20 years. Hell yeah. This just cracks me up. Sailor's been posting these stupid AI pictures every single day, and it's funny shit. Will work for Bitcoin. What a legend. Japan rate hikes. This guy, Andrew BTC, is convinced Japan rate hikes, are going to crash the price of Bitcoin. Bank of Japan is set to hike rates 25 basis points on December 19th. Japan is the largest holder of U.S. government debt. Look at the Bitcoin chart. Every Bank of Japan rate hike, Bitcoin dumps over 20%. March 2024, minus 23%. July 2024, minus 26%. January 2025, minus 31%. And now another one loading is 70K incoming next. I don't know. Standard Chartered and Coinbase expand partnership to explore Bitcoin and crypto services for institutions. Very cool. Bitcoin is still early. 2026 boom is incoming. I still am of this belief that 2026 is going to be crazy. I really am. And it's not far away at all. I asked AI to summarize the Bitcoin white paper. Problem: online payments rely on trust. Traditional systems require a trusted third party. Trust-based model has inherent weakness. The double spending dilemma. Without a central authority, it's difficult to verify that digital money isn't spent twice. Exactly. The solution: a system based on cryptographic proof, peer-to-peer network, time-stamped transactions. Proof of work secures a chain. The longest chain becomes the official record. Very cool. Altcoins Russell 2000. When one rallies, the other one follows. Very cool. Russell 2000 got a little pump and dump and a pump. And we're looking at a potential pump right now. Very cool. We got ETH weekly candle close like this tomorrow. There's a risk of a red candle next week. We do have 3 in a row green so far. We'll see what happens. Michael Vandepop posted many altcoin trends are currently fighting the daily 20 moving average. Next week will therefore be decisive with all the news events that are taking place. If the Web3 asset can break through that 20-day moving average, it would what? The first uptrend since September can start. I think that's a typo. That's completely in line with the thesis that 2026 is going to be bullish and the year that we erase the entire 4-year cycle for almost everyone. That part is the part that I posted this or included this one for, because we've been saying 2026 since January. U.S. credit spread falls to its lowest level since 1998. Oh, where are we in the cycle of market emotions? What do you guys think? We've got disbelief, hope, a recovery is possible. Optimism, this rally is real. Belief, time to get fully invested. Thrill, I will buy more margin. Gotta tell everyone to buy. Euphoria, I'm a genius, we're all going to be rich. Complacency, we just need to cool off for the next rally. Anxiety, why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. Denial, my investments are with great companies, they will come back. Panic, shit, everyone is selling, I need to get out. Capitulation, I'm getting 100% out of the markets, I can't afford to lose more. Anger, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Depression, my retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I'm an idiot. And disbelief, this is a sucker's rally. Ricky Ricardo Films said, in Bitcoin we trust. Hell yeah. Cheers to that. R.I.P. Satoshi, if you are no longer with us. All right. Next, we got a couple of coin fashions. Some of them, yeah, it's a mixed bag. Fumbled 100K plus twice. Now I struggle to even earn $100. Been broke for almost 2 years now. I learned my lessons about money management, but I'm losing confidence every day. What if I never get another chance at this thing? Here's my problem. this is the second post we read between yesterday and today where they use the word learnt, which is not a word. Learnt with a T at the end is not a word. So maybe figure out the English language first. Next, we ran it up to $400 and lost it all. Not much for most of you guys, but it was a lot for me, and I feel like crying right now. That sucks. But if you ran it up to $400 before, you can do it again. And then the last one, not looking for pity, but I'm exhausted. I'm not physically disabled, but I just don't have it in me to do anything strenuous. My attention span is terrible, so academics isn't for me either. I know Web3 is my only way out. I've been showing up every day for 2 years now with nothing to show for it. I've lost a lot, at least by the standards of where I'm from. I'm not young. I've got a wife and a kid, and it's really scary. Still, I'll keep showing up because I know one day it'll happen for me. That is the right mindset to have. Keep showing up. You keep putting in the work, putting in the time. You got to be patient, and then it'll work out. Bitcoin getting a little pumpy here. Interesting. $90,320.95. Let's go. Portfolio update. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio currently down $504. 50.4%. None of these assets are in the green. Starting from the bottom, Aptos is down 73. Fetch is down 68. Render's down 58. Ondo's down 54. Proppy's down 53. ADA is down 47. SHIB is down 46. NEAR is down 45. Doge is down 43. And Sol is down 21. Then the meme coin portfolio, currently down 585. 58.5%. None of these assets are in the green either. Starting from the bottom, GigaChad is down 164. Snack is down 151. Pepe is down 108. Doge is down 82. WIF is down 82 as well. WIF and Doge has been neck and neck the past 2 days. That's weird. The narrative portfolio, my favorite and the most stable. In case you guys are curious, this portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one real world asset coin, and one gaming coin. It is absolutely killing it. This was a $500 portfolio. It's only down $198, or just under 40%. We do have one asset in the green here. The rest are in the red, starting from the bottom. Fetch is currently down 59. VeChain's down 58. Mana's down 48. And Pepe's down 38. Tau is up 2. Very cool. Tau has been carrying the entire portfolio. And then last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio. None of these assets are in the green either. Starting from the bottom, Render is down 62. Avalanche is down 62. Pith is down 58. Graph is down 54. Ondo's down 49. Swee's down 48. Crow is down 36. Sol is down 26. And ETH is down 20. And Chainlink is down 9. And that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are chilling. Bitcoin looked decent. Ricky Ricardo Films, Happy Saturday. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn, Crypto Spaces, YouTube, Depugund, Giovanni, Saeed, wherever you guys are all at. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Tishu said, I think a good strategy is to take profits after a good streak of pumps. Also, it always a slow grind before that happens. Yeah. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree at all. That's why I like having, it's okay to have multiple portfolios. I like doing my main DCA. I can have my trading portfolio, even if it's 50-50. If half of what you got, you put into just a spot bag that you never touch. And then when you think we peaked, you can take profit accordingly with that. But the other one, you have half of your other money and you're trading. Even if it's just swing trading spot, you can buy the same spot bags. And when it pumps, you sell this one. And then maybe this one comes down and you buy back in. And then it goes back up. And then that way, this is like the 500 or whatever. The 50% is compounding. The other 50% is just doing nothing. Just in case you fumble the compound. Because that's possible as well. All right. What are we thinking here, guys? I'm going to go take a look at Total 2 really quick. We talked about the fractal, the concept of it. So far it's working out. Not 1,000%, but the relative idea is definitely there. Are we going to get a nice rebound? Maybe December 15th? I don't know. We should kind of stick to a general upwards trajectory if the fractal is to be believed. Giovanni said, I got a sign-on bonus with my new job, and I've been debating how to invest it. I want to max out my Roth to the year, but it's scary AF. Yeah. Yep. For sure. I've had dry powder, and I got a little carried away with it like a week or two ago. But I dialed it back, I calmed down, and now I'm watching and waiting. Giovanni said, I know time in the market beats trying to time the market, but even the thought of lumping half of it in is scary. I feel that too. I've had a large chunk of dry powder, and I've been like slowly trickling it in, which I'm grateful for because we've continued to go down. So I'm glad I didn't go all in when I had it available to me. There were times when the market pumped a little bit, like maybe right here, and I was like, oh, I should go all in. And then it went down. I'm like, okay, thank God. I only put in like 1%, you know? So it's important to kind of evaluate what's going on. Tisha said, I now receive a Kraken phishing text. They even include a Kraken logo. The whole message exactly is Kraken. A new login was attempted on your account. Yes, I get those, not for Kraken. I've gotten some for Coinbase. I think that's it. But I get emails for all of them. It's ridiculous. And then I go check and my shit's fine. I'm like, okay. They logged in, but they didn't take my money. And even if they do try to, they don't have my phone for two-factor. Teacher said what's funny is it's the exact same format as a Coinbase phishing text. Yeah. Yeah, it's out of control, dude. They've lost all originality. These scammers. I'm really upset about my nose. Oh man, it's really messed up. I gotta go breathe in some steam or something. Ay. Congratulations, Depugun, once again on your victory. Enjoy your jelly long john. I think it's jam, actually. Your jam long john. Oh, I'm not quite sure what to go over. I think we're pretty cleaned up, actually. Hopefully, I got to jump on for an emergency stream, but until then, I think I'm going to go set up the Christmas tree with the family. As always, I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. When Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. What if I said jam? Yes, it is jam. It is 100% jam. It is not jelly. It looks delicious. I've had a regular long john. I don't think I've ever had a jam-filled one. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go set up the Christmas tree. Teacher said, so in summary, number go up or number go down? Number go to the right. Number go that way. Just straight that way. Like, as that way as possible. That way. Can I make a little arrow? Number go that way. All right. I'm gonna call it. Again, guys, as always, when Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, join the Discord. Links in the description. It's completely free. Ton of fun. Great stock channel in the Discord, oddly enough. But good crypto stuff, too, if you're interested. Some people might not be. I don't know. But yeah. Appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. And happy Saturday. Good night.